All right, guys, we're back with Jeff Bloovman from Arm Dynamics. Say hi, Jeff.
Hi.
Still here, and today we've got another drill for you. Again, we took a look at some of Jeff's favorite drills so that you guys can practice at home. He's going to explain them. I'm going to try them out, and again, if you guys want, go ahead and leave questions in the comment section below, and check Jeff out on YouTube, Facebook, and armdynamics.com.
All under the same name, Arm Dynamics.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So without much further BS from me, Jeff, why don't you go ahead and explain the next drill?
All right, thanks, John. Okay, so in this drill, we're going to be doing a what I just call a shape to dot drill, which is going to work on several different things. I'm a big fan of trying to accelerate our learning and incorporate as many different elements. Again, building off that scaffolding type building blocks approach to learning. So we're using, again, this PDT target, PDT being personal defense training. Highly recommend you look up that company. Excellent stuff. And so from what we've been doing thus far has been off of the verbal command, which is threat. On the threat command, you produce your gun, you go ahead and ventilate whatever needs ventilating. Okay. Now we can also incorporate the visual sense. Okay. So we're adding more cognitive things into this process. So I may call ones, threat, and then you would have to produce the firearm and find the ones and go ahead, excuse me, if I can do it, find the ones and shoot them, you know, in whatever sequence you want, but as rapidly as possible. Twos, you would find those. You can also vary the amount of rounds per thing. So you could make it, okay, the ones and the twos are true to that number. So ones, bang, bang, bang. Twos, bang, 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 bang. And ideally, once we really work this drill well enough, there's as little of a deviation in the cadence as possible. So rather than ba-bang, 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 it's bang, 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 bang. Okay, bang, 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 against that metronome thing going on, which we kind of started to learn with our bar drill. Okay. Additionally, what you can do, and we'll see if we can incorporate this in, see how far we get, is going from one of these shapes, okay, to this little guy. So let's say I say 2 rounds, squares. Okay, bang, 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 and then come up and deliver 1 or 2 rounds into this little tiny object. So what this simulates is going from a closer target to a further target and basically giving you the ability, again, in controlling this tool, to go from 0 to 60 and 60 to 0. Because obviously, I'm not going to shoot, well, at least most human beings, okay, and I don't consider myself really a performance athlete, I'm not going to be able to ventilate this object as quickly as I can an object that's 4 times its size, okay? So it becomes that balance of speed and precision. So maybe you go bang, 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 okay? So going from like really rapid shots to a really slowed down, you know, slowly pressing the trigger and bam, shot breaks, okay? So that's kind of what we're going for with this drill. Again, it's a very versatile target, and I like using it for our level 1 class. So I'm going to give you all the information at the beginning, okay? Twos, circle. Threat. Nice. Good job. Good job. If it's on the line, it counts. Okay? On the line. No, I mean, that's the way I always do it. Okay. I'm not just making it easier for you. Okay? Okay. But still, try to make that precise shot on those little guys up there as precise as possible. Okay? Okay? All right. Twos, circle. Threat. Make it up. Make it up. Okay, on the line, I will count that. Pretty quickly, it becomes a kind of a mentally fatiguing thing because you're not only having to identify the numbers, you can see how now we got more cognitive things going. Yeah. You know, it's not merely 5 in the heart box, threat, where you present it, you bam, 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 and then do the rest of your fight assess, scan, top off, take cover, etc. So this is a good way of doing it. Now, what you need to work on, actually your beginning shots on the twos, when we're doing twos and circle, were good. You were really focused, and you see how kind of quickly it becomes...
Yeah, you start to rush and you get ahead of yourself.
Right. So these rounds were good at your cadence. I think when we review it, you'll be able to see, wow, that's actually a pretty good cadence. So it's a good job. Then you can see how these little guys are kind of like the kick in the ass, because you got to go from bang, bang, bang to bang.
Yeah, you really got to bring it in and focus.
So this is another reason that this is one of my favorite drills.
Yeah, so let's run it some more.
Okay, let's tape it up. We're going to tape it up and run it a couple more times.
All right, guys, so Jeff is now going to run it. I'm going to be calling out what he needs to put rounds on. Maybe you'll see a little bit differently what he does versus what I do. He's got a little more practice at this, so maybe he's a little more proficient. We'll see.
Do you want me to start from holster or count 3 or what?
However you're comfortable. Twos, circle. Threat! See, that's the way it's supposed to work. Two, square. Threat! Look at that, boys and girls. All right, guys, so that was the end of the numbers and shapes drill. I think that Jeff would agree with me on this one. I found that as I started to kind of get into it, I started rushing and started throwing shots. So, you know.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Here's my thoughts on that. One, you can't, like Bill Rogers says of Rogers Shooting School, you can't miss fast enough, shoot at the speed with which you can hit. Okay, and then speed is a natural byproduct of smoothness. So the more repetitions you get of doing this and transitioning from threat to threat, making that precise shot, you know, on one of those little objects up top, and you can also make them if you don't, you know, feel like buying the targets, or you can just get a little stencil, a little spray paint, and now you got like a little thing that you can shoot. But taking that into consideration, just like when you're working on your draw stroke, when you first learn draw stroke, I'm not interested in my students in, like, let's say in the beginning half of defensive pistol or even in the private lessons and stuff, going as fast as they can. I'm interested in slow and methodical and smooth, you know what I mean? So that builds in, you know, these positive repetitions of these skills, so that we help build, you know, again, by building positive repetitions of these skills, it's starting to enter into muscle memory. Right. You know what I mean? We want to, because if I do it a million times, like, you know, presenting my gun out like that, it's all dicked up, you know, that's a negative repetition of a skill set that right. I think is very important. So nice and smooth and methodical until it just becomes ingrained in your body.
And as a part of that drill, it's applied as, you know, taking each thing in a certain cadence, as Jeff says, and kind of applying that cadence and being smooth between target transitions and things of that nature, and not rushing it like I was. And
but you know, you didn't do it all the time.
Right, and that's why we do things like this.
Sure.
Is because you find out your weak points, and you know where you need to practice or where you need to spend more time, you know, repeating things.
Well, the truth is that we all have growth areas. Anybody that says that they don't is full of shit, or just not being honest with themselves. We all have growth areas, you know, and I think that one of yours is just merely slowing down and being precise and being consistent, and that's going to lead you to you know, having good positive repetitions of the skill set. That's very important. And then again, speed is a natural byproduct of smoothness. Yeah. So if you just consider that as these just general overarching principles, I think you'll have a lot of success. But when you weren't rushing, you were doing really, really well. You know what I mean? So allow yourself to go through that process of building into speed.
So as you could probably tell, we agree that it's definitely good to, as Jeff said, build into that speed. Work on it smooth, slow, and make them count. You know, that's really what doing these sorts of things is all about. So guys, definitely try this out on your own. Work through your own problems. Leave us comments down below. Give us a little feedback about what you thought about this video. And definitely check Jeff out on Facebook, YouTube, and www.armdynamics.com. Jeff, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, just last thing is watching videos is a great way to get information and great way to get perspectives and teaching styles and whatnot. But again, it is not a replacement for formal firearms training. So that, let's say you're watching John's channel and you're out in the Midwest, there's a lot of good training companies out there. Get with Arm Dynamics, get with another reputable training company, and get formal firearms training. Because having somebody stand next to you and being able to critique you on the fly will, in my opinion and in my experience, because I've been there, going through the, going through this ladder that is, getting to, like, higher proficiency with firearms and any kind of weapon, will make your entire shooting experience better. So, big fan of that. So thank you for having me, John. I really appreciate it.
I really appreciate you coming on and sharing this knowledge with my viewers.
Hey, it works for me. It's like the euthanasia.
I really appreciate you coming on and sharing this knowledge
Thank you.
with the people out there. It's been a great experience, and we'll hope to have you back here soon. So, guys, as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye now. Thanks.